Hi guys. Hello guys. Hey guys. Hi guys. Woohoo! And we back at it. And we back at Stop it. Stop. Here we are. Here we are with my story time. Actually, it's not a story time, guys. What is it? It's more of a what can we call it? It's more like me describing, obviously like a story is describing, but anyway, like me describing what what a wow what my 2019 love life was like. This whole love life thing, I feel like it's a lot, honestly, because I don't think that I feel like I'm yet to have a love life. You know what I mean? It's just like how my 2019 dating life was. Yeah, not love life. Like love life is too much. You guys understand? It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a description of how my 2019 dating life was. So yeah, you guys understand, right? Of course you do, because you smart. You smart. You smart. Yes, you are smart. But you know what you need to do? You need to subscribe right now. Subscribe. I'm waiting. Subscribe. Like. Share the link as well. Thank you. So nice. Anyway, okay, let's continue. Okay, so January 2019. Okay, how did I get the idea to do this? I think I was at my grand's house in June for my grandfather's funeral or something. Definitely. I think if I recall properly, I was probably bathing or something, and I was like, gee, like I started thinking about all the things that happened in 2019, and I was like, could it be that I am a hoe? No, guys, no. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not, guys. I'm not. I'm really, really not. Like, it can't be. It just can't be. I can't know. I started thinking, and I'm like I literally thought about all the events, and I was like, shucks, Ntlantla, you out here. Like, you been out here in these streets, and you didn't even know, girl. What's up, though? Like, nah. But I found Jesus, though, so y'all don't judge me, please. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be just a description of just events that happened in my dating life last year. All the dudes. I decided I don't want to go like fake names like Johnny, say, Phineas, say, Mama. We're just gonna name them X1, X2. No. I hope it's as interesting, honestly. And I also feel like if I number them, I'm not gonna forget, like, because guys, you'll understand though as time goes. I think it's quite a list of people, So if I name them X1, X I won't forget who's who. So let's get into it. All right, so January 2019, right? I was 9 months single. Yeah, I was 9 months single, and my last relationship before that had man, ish, guys, you seem jollo. Let's just say the last guy that I was with before the guy that came in January 2019, I really liked him, I really felt him, but otherwise he felt his own way, so it is what it is. Let's just say he ghosted me, in short, right? Chilled. All right, now January 2019. 9 months since I'm single. I'm loving being single. I still am going through the emotions of that guy whom I liked, and he did his own thing and he ghosted me and whatever. So I was, what can I say? I was still moving on, and bit by bit it was getting there, and I was enjoying being single, and I couldn't wait to be a whole year, like 12 months of No one. No boy, no stress, no headache, no nothing in my life. Next. 2019 January, I don't even remember, I think it was the 4th or something, but it was definitely the first weekend of January 2019, because I recall I had just been from my grandmother's house, and then, no, actually, Faith and I were away or something that the December before, and then we just came back day before, and that Saturday I went to work, and I was walking back home. I think it was on the 4th of January or something, 2019. I was walking back home, and this guy, I've known him for a while, for a couple of years. Knew his name was Banban, obviously, but like we were not friends. You know what I mean? Okay, sharp. So guys, I flew. So if I'm doing my things, understand, please. So I'm walking back home, headsets with a book in my hand. Even I remember, what book was I reading? But it's one of the books that I bought with Faith, I think, on our previous trip. Yeah, it's like a very small book. I think it was about romance or something. I think so. I don't know. So yeah, I'm walking back home from work, headsets, a book in my hand. You're enjoying being single. You are young, you're 19 years old. Yes, I'm doing this for the hoops. You are young, you are 19 years old, you're still going through it, but you are enjoying being single. Nothing to stress you out in life. Just, a young walk, the sun is down, everything is amazing. This guy comes to me. Hey, Ntlantla. Had I known that saying hi back to him it would open up so many doors of headaches and disappointments and whatever, I would have never said hi back or respect and keep it moving. But me being nice, hey, what's up? Like, what's good? Sharp, he walked me home and we spoke, exchanged numbers. You know how it goes, how it goes after that, like they call you every 2 seconds, whatever, that kind of BS and stuff. Alright, chilled. And then walks me home. I'm even telling him like, nah, bro, like he's still okay. Like I said, I've known him for some years, right? And even back when I met him, I think it was like 5 or 6 years before that day. He did show some interest in me. Like that, 6 years later, 5 years later, whatever. He comes to me. I'm walking home, and he's like, yo. And I'm like, honestly, right now, I'm just not in any space to be seeing anyone. Like, I really don't want to be seeing anyone. But you know how they don't give up? Like, they don't give up. But anyway, yes, let's go back. Hi, guy kept pursuing me as long as, especially, I feel like, guys, please, in the comment section, tell me, am I lying or not? If you know that the Han is single, if the Han is single and if she tells you, she doesn't want to date anyone, guys don't give up. They don't give up. Already, when you have someone, some of them don't give up completely. Now, when you're single, they will not even give up at all, bruh. Comment down below. Am I lying? No, I'm not. Okay, sharp. So, this guy knew, I'm single, but I just don't want to be dating anybody. Did he give up? Nope. About good night, about good morning, hey, phone calls during the day, I'm just like, okay. 2 weeks later, yes, guys, 2 weeks later, he'd say, I was way within, and I was like, I liked him. I didn't even think that I would, honestly. Even like when I looked at 5 years ago, I was like, for real though? Nah. But I really, really like this guy. Sharp. And then now it's January, we're dating, okay, sharp, and now it's February. Guys, I'm not going to tell you like how these relationships were. Like, I'll tell you here and there if there was drama, but honestly, I'm just trying to basically give you a list of the people that I was with last year in 12 months. Anyway, so yeah, we're dating. I now like him. I'm even crazy about him. Like, life is amazing. I'm giving myself another chance. I am slowly but surely forgetting about that one, and I'm completely focusing on this one, wholeheartedly and fairly as well. You know what I mean? And then January afeta. February after. Hey guys, there was some drama in January, honestly speaking. Like, there was some mad drama in January. No, you know what happened? Let me tell you. No, let me not tell you actually. No, I'm not telling you guys. Hi, February. No, man. The things with this guy were very tricky. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not gonna go into detail about these relationships. I'm just like trying to give you a list of who I was with. But I'm gonna give you like hints and here and there. Things with this guy were very tricky. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times I just felt like he was not like he was not a koto man. Like I think that's pretty or something, I don't know. But like man, in a lot of cases I felt like I always had to wear the pants in the relationship. You know, and for me, especially with how disrespectful I really can be, I feel like it's also maybe that's why I also don't go for people that are usually my age, because I feel like you know what I mean? So I feel like the age difference really helps with me maybe seeing some authoritative figure in you, because I mean you are supposed to respect your man like that, you know what I mean? Because we're not just dating to pass time, we're dating for a great future, really too, you know what I mean? So probably I'm already imagining what kind of father you're gonna be to my children, husband in the household, or how I need to be respecting you as a wife and whatever. But honestly, if you're not showing those things, man, you know, the things that say, yeah, the things that say I should be shaking, you know, when I see you coming. Hi, then I guess what turns out in fit. But honestly, like, obviously, yes, it was still new, but if I'm not respecting you from the jump as your woman, then where am I supposed to respect you? Comment down below. Where am I supposed to respect you? So like things were just high, man. This guy, there was just something about him. Okay, sure, whatever. Hi, but these things were not working. Like throughout February, March, you know, I was just not getting like I need to respect you, like my man vibes. You know what I mean? Okay. Started getting worse here and there with certain events. I'm not gonna tell you, obviously. Maybe one day that'll be a different story time about him, even specifically, because he was a problem. All right, sharp. Fast forward to March. We'll call this one X1. Yes, X1. And then fast forward to March. X1 and I, yes, we're still together. Yes, X1 and I were still together, but honestly, with the whole him not knowing how to wear, or not, let me just saying him completely not wearing the pants in the relationship at all, it was really messing with me, you know, throughout the 2 months, like March, February, and whatever. So now, okay, for those of you who don't know, I was working last year and the year before. So sharp, I was at work this one time, and then so this customer comes in, right? And sharp, I help him out. I help him out with everything that he needs. Honestly, at first, I just saw a customer, and like just like any other customer, like any other client of ours, you know what I mean? And that was that. And I helped him out until he left. He made his bookings, his orders with certain things that we did not have at our branch. Okay, sharp, chill. And then, obviously, after placing his order, he leaves. My stomach is painful right now. Baby, what's going on, my love? Talk to mommy. I'm not pregnant. Anyway, so yeah. This guy, he makes his order, I help him, he leaves, that's that. Hi man, so there was something wrong with this guy's order, and now he had to keep coming into my workplace, obviously, to come sort out his things and officialize that and confirm this, whatever, you know what I mean? And so the more that I saw him, and now time is going, now it's even like April even, you know what I mean? Time is moving. This is X2, I get now the more that I see him, I'm just like, You know? Like, Nanko brother. Nanko brother. And at this particular point, me and guys, you need to write these exes down. Me and X1, when we're now by now in April having serious problems, and honestly I was out of it, especially because now my mind was with this one as well. I was just like, bro, we're not fixing things anymore because we've been at it, yes, for a few months, but still, like, honestly guys, Mjola can be a lot in just even 1 month, let me tell you. But anyway, sharp. Now it's April. Me and X1 at some particular point did break up. Well, I broke up with him. I'm not sure if he broke up with me. I did break up with him somewhere around end of March or something. I even remember Faith and I even took a trip to Palabora or something around that time. Him and I was just like, you know what, for me it was over. For him, I mean, I don't know guys, I mean sharp. And then I think not mid, but like after the first week of April, me and X1, like he called me obviously with a bit like a different number because I blocked him everywhere because he was harassing me. I was like, bro, I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay. Sorry. I was like, bro, stop. Okay, like stop. Clearly accepting, and I'm not the type to force. Fortification is not who I do. Forstology is not what I studied. No, I don't. It's not working. Please, guys, please. If you see Ubana, respect yourself. If someone says I don't want you anymore, it's not working out. Let's just like separate or something. Separate them, say. Separate them. Pela X1 till today. I blocked him everywhere as we speak, but he will try and call me with a different number. But you know what? Now we're just drifting from the main topic. Sharp. Okay. He hollers at me like, you know, baby, unblock. Now, like, keep X2 in mind. Keep X2 in mind. It's April right now. I am eyeing X2 as he comes into my workplace every now and then, you know. But also there's this one. But this one day now, because he doesn't like. He hasn't introduced me to the man in him. You know what I mean? So, but when I see X2, I'm like, sweetie, okay. You know, sharp. Back to X1. Now it's April, guys. You need to keep that in mind. Oh, this is so tricky. X1, he calls me. Like, I think after a week, into April or something, after I blocked him everywhere, and I broke up with him. I don't know where he stood at that point. It's not my problem anyway. And he's like, nah, bro, like, baby, unblock, like, and block him everywhere, sharp. And then he texts me on WhatsApp, and we talk, and I tell him, nigga ain't even got nothing to say for himself. He's always on some, oh my baby, you know what, I'm going through my own things, you know, it's just messing with my head. Okay, I understand. People go through things and they can mess with you. So then how about you then take a break from relationships? So then you don't bombard yourself with things, because also I as a girlfriend need to be attended to by a man. You know what I mean? I can't stick around. Guys, I'm being nice right now. I honestly, like, if he was going through something, he should have just said, okay, because I'm going through my own things, and because I can't entirely be proper in a relationship, let me step back. But no, because boys like things and boys like girls, they want to be going through their own ish in life and also be with a girl, but they know that they can't attend to that girl completely. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, bro, then fine, let's just separate. If we are meant to be, we will find each other. That's one thing I know. Guys. Next. Now, let's move on with this one. This one and I, in April, we tried, I think, for another 2 weeks or so, and then we broke it off. Like, now, officially, never. We never got back together ever since that last time in April. It wasn't doing the things. Sharp. Back to X2. X2 is still popping into, you know, our branch here and there. And now, by now, like my colleagues know, good to, hey, Llala has her eyes on the sky. What's up? What's going on? Okay, stop it. By this time, my colleagues know, listen, They know that Nhlanhla is eyeing this person. I'm like, yes, hello, daddy. All right, keep your mind on X2. Now there's X3. In the same month, April, guys, we're still in April. X3 is someone who had been pursuing me ever since I started working in that area. He wasn't working for the same business though, but because we're in the same area, like he'd always see me, you know, and he'd always like hear on me and stuff like that. And I never like gave him the time, you know, to talk to me and whatever. And actually, I met him through another friend of mine. I won't mention her name, but yeah, I did. I met him through a friend of mine. Obviously, a year before. I think it was June 2018 or something, but it was somewhere around winter. I remember. And then yeah, ever since I would just see him around when we're just at work. All right, chill. So this one time, my mom sent me to go do something, and then was it my mom? No, it wasn't my mom. I had to go to work and go drop off something, but I wasn't working that day, or that day I was off. But I had to go to work and go drop off something like around, I think around 4 or 5. Sharp, I'm there, and then he sees me passing by like his place and his workplace, and he's like he calls me, you know. Guys, don't forget about X2. X2 is still in the picture. Like I haven't said anything to him. My colleagues and I just know, but now he's, you know. What's up? Sharp. Now X3 sees me walking past his workplace and he calls me and I am like, let me just. I mean, it's been almost a year now. Poor guy. Let me just, you know. Sharp. I go in, you know, we're chilling, we're talking, for so long. Sharp. We're talking, Nandi, Humanati, you know, the things. Hi, Sharp. Exchange numbers. I mean, clearly, chemistry was all over the place. You know what I mean? Obviously, for him, it had already been there, but for me, it was like hella new, and I'm like, okay, daddy, okay, Bobby. Guys, I'm not what you think I am. Okay, like I found Jesus now. I don't do that. Okay, chilled. Now, who we need to bring into the picture by April is X4. X4 is the guy that I told you guys about initially, about January. The guy that I was still getting over in January. The guy that I liked so much, and you know, I was crazy about him and whatever. And he wasn't feeling the same way that I was feeling, and he ended up ghosting. He is X4. Now he starts creeping into my DMs by April. You know, someone is trying to, you know, hit you up every now and then. Hi, how are you? I'm good, and you? Great. That's it. Like bit by bit, they start creeping back into your DMs. Sharp. That was the vibe with him. He's X4. Remember, X3 and I exchanged numbers, right? Somewhere there in April, X3 and I exchanged numbers. X4 started creeping back into my DMs somewhere in April. Now there's still X2. XY and me and I, remember guys, we did try to get back together in April for like about 2 weeks or so. It didn't work out and things were over. Obviously he didn't want to. I think that guy is just, but anyway, he didn't want to, but I was like, besides I have too many things to choose from. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was just not with it, guys. Honestly, I was not enjoying, and I don't for astrology things. So nope, we move. Sharp. Him and I broke up, right? Sharp. There's still X2. Now there's X2 and then there's X3 and then there's X4. X2. I think I asked for X2's number. No, I actually didn't. Yeah, I did. I think I did get his number sometime in May. Yeah, but around this time, keep X4 in your mind. X4 is the X that I was, you know, crazy about, and he didn't feel the same way about me, and then he ghosted, you know, that type of stuff. Sure. Now there's X3 and X2. X2 is a person that is a client that I keep seeing at work, and I'm, you know, like, every time he comes in, it's like, hey, daddy. Sure. I think I got his number in May. I think so. We just like right away started hitting it off. Right away we hit it off. Right away we hit it off and it was vibes and everything. But the thing is with him, he wasn't, like, obviously, you know, like at the time I was in PLK. He wasn't. He was in a different town. I can't name it. He was in a different town. So you know. But we would talk every now and then. What else Yeah, we'd talk every now and then on WhatsApp, on calls. We used to like have the longest phone calls literally in my is it? Yeah, in my history of long phone calls. Thing is also, I think it was also because him and I didn't talk a lot. So when we did speak, we had a lot to say, and we spoke for so long. You know what I mean? Like hours and whatever on the phone. Sharp. No, back that's X2 now. Going on to X3. X3 and I are spending time on the phone. We're seeing each other when we're at work. It's vibes. April passed by, now it's May. You know what I mean? Obviously, this guy already told me that like he wants me, but I'm just like, bruh, like I don't know you like that. Like I just can't be hopping into something with you, and I just finished something right now. Like I'm not that kind of girl. You know what I mean, guys? I'm not that kind of girl. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'm like, let's just get to. I would love to get to know you first before I decide anything about us romantically being together. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. How are we getting to know each other? April, May, but I'm still talking to X2. I think this is the X3. I'm still talking to X2, who's in a different town and keeps coming back to come see his orders and whatever's. Okay, cool. So X2 and I haven't linked up at this particular point. Whenever I would want to hang with him, something would be up. Whenever he'd want to hang with me, something would be up on my side. So that really did keep us not so together, and that's why we never really linked up as soon as possible. And then now X3 and I are like getting to know each other, over the phone, at work, spending time together, whatever. Okay, sharp. So now it's like over a month of X3 and I getting to know each other. You know what I mean? At this particular point, I'm like, okay, G, like I feel you. Like I really legit like you. I do still want to get to know you better though before I hop into it or anything like that. But I do like you, and when you like that talking stage when you just feel like this person is only talking to you. Lie to yourself, lied to yourself. Like that talking stage where you just feel like there's no way that someone else is getting his attention like I am. There's no way. Hey, will this gender not surprise you? Listen, over a month of us getting to know each other, and then now, one time I'm over at his place, and we're like chilling, we're talking, and he just, what happened? Did he mention other girls? I don't remember if he mentioned other girls. Thing is, guys, understand me, ne? Okay. I honestly, okay. This guy told me that he was single. He told me about his ex-girlfriend, Usman Bani. I will not say the name either. He told me about his ex-girl, Usman Bani. Basically that was like him telling me about his last relationship. I also told him about mine, and like basically I thought we were both single. Like I really just legit thought, I played myself. I really legit thought that we were both single, like for real. And don't get me wrong, like yes, of course there's X2, but X2, between him and I, there's nothing going on. We're just talking every now and then, and he's all the way in a different city, and I can't be long distancing. That's what I thought at that point. I'm like, long distance, not really. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Now this X3, we're spending so much time together. I'm thinking there can't be anyone else. I mean, we've already spoken about this, and clearly we do know about it. We are each other's only people. Guy. In which world? In which world can you be someone's only person? Okay, alright, stop. There was one time where at his place. I don't recall if he did mention that there's other girls. No, I think he did. I think he like we're chilling, we're eating. This guy like very easy, like nothing hectic, just very easy. He just mentions that he's seeing other people. You know what I mean? guys, there's something wrong with people who live upstairs. Why are you guys always banging on things though? Okay, sharp. This thing's getting off. Anyway, so now we're like deep into conversation. He just mentions out of the blue, but he's seeing other people, and like he doesn't stay there and talk and discuss it. No, and he even says to me, "Don't act like you don't see. You're not seeing other people." And I'm just like, yeah. We were talking about regular things. Shiki, you're seeing other people. Hey, I must not act like I'm not seeing other people in Jani. Because I thought you're my only one, boo. And I'm your only one, boo. Okay, tricky, sharp. Hi, I let it go. We go on talking. Hours later, I'm still there. And I'm like, no, man, this thing is still bugging you. Ask him about it. I asked him about it. I'm like, yo, dude, listen. I need to know. Earlier on when you said 1, 2, 3, what was that all about? And he's like, okay, sharp. I knew you'd bring this up. Anyway, now we're sitting outside. You know what I mean? We're sitting outside. He's even like rolling up his blunt or whatever. I think that's what they do. Like you roll it up, right? Sharp. About to smoke his weed and whatever. Sharp. And then he's telling me about these girls and guess what? There's 2 girls like one of them is the very same ex that he told me about. Remember I told you I was like, we told each other about each other's previous, like very, very previous now relationships, like the latest relationship you were in and how it ended and with who. That girl that he said was his ex, apparently now he's dating her. And I'm like, yeah. So, and then, like, what happened? I thought you guys broke up when she went to school at the beginning of the year. But now we're in June. Guys. I thought you guys broke up at the beginning of the year when she had to go to school in Pretoria because you couldn't do long distance. And then all of a sudden she's back. You guys are back together in Jani. Yeah, I'm being lied to. I don't ask such things. I'm just like, you know what, men are clearly dustbins, but it's fine. It's true. And I'm like, okay, fine. Tell me about this other one. And he tells me about this other girl, who's also around. No, she's around his previous workplace. He met her there. Okay, sharp. She's apparently she's quite new. Whatsoever. I'm not gonna get into it. Now I'm mad. Now I am mad. I just found out about these 2 girls. One of them is someone that you told me that was your ex. Literally now in April. Now it's the beginning of June. You told me now in April that this hun is your ex. How is she now your current? Okay, sharp guys. Life is hard at this particular point. I'm like, what the actual? What the fudge, man? Like, what is going on? What's happening? What's cutting? What's slipping? What's slicing? Stop. Okay, I'm hella mad because clearly there's lies here. Nothing is making sense. Chilled, whatever. You know what? I'm out. Get inside. Take my things. I'm out here on the chair. I'm wearing my tackies. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I need to get there ASAP as soon as possibility, because clearly you don't know truth. You don't know what the truth is. Hi, me, I'm leaving. You know how they get. When I block you. Hi, baby, I'm sorry. Hey, baby, let's talk about this. Baby, man, let's just discuss things. Baby, should I break up with them? Baby, should you break up with them? Are you asking me now? Should you break up? Did we not discuss this when we started? It's like almost the entire 2 months when we were spending time and talking. Did we not clarify that there's no one in our lives? You're pissing me off. And you don't know that I can too. You's pissing me off, my guy. Shut. Hi, okay. Mina, I'm drained. At this particular point, I'm drained. I'm like, how can you? Huh? Sharp. Because I'm not going to I have my own sins. Sharp. Guys, this thing is really falling off and it's so annoying. I go home, until I get to like my taxi, like where I can get a taxi at, or until I get to my taxi spot. taxi rank, whatever that was. He's still following me. He's still on some. I'm really sorry. Can we just go back home? And can we just talk about this? And he's busy pulling on my bag and whatever. And I'm just like leave my bag alone. Like, do you want me to leave you with my bag and just leave and go home? Because I am going home and I want to go home because you, my nigga, is lying. Why are you lying, bruh? Why are you like for real though? Big disappointment. I'm going home. When I get home, I think around 6 or something, he calls me, hits me up. I'm sorry, the whole like shebang and whatever. I'm just like, bruh, it's okay. It is what it is. But you and I don't know, man. I really don't know. And he was still saying, should I, I can like break up with them, and you and I would just fix our things and I'm just like, why are you doing that now? Why are you doing that? Like, break up with who? When all along I thought you were not seeing anyone. No, this is something like guys, I don't like home wrecking tendencies. I really, really don't. Abo, she's not a mountain. She's immovable. You can move her. I really like people that are squeaky clean, like single as heck. I love you single, bruh. I want you single. That whole removing a girl so I can get on her spot, I don't like it. Don't, So now I'm out here, like, guys, I'm mad. Not only is there one, but there's two. And number one, has exagaro. Like, when I thought about what he told me back then, before he told me that they're still dating with this hun, clearly, when now at his place, when he told me everything entirely, I was like, oh, so it's like whenever you told me the story to a certain point, but didn't continue it, but you edited it into a ball of crap, saying bana she had to leave ka January and go to school in Pretoria and you couldn't do long distance. But that was not the truth. That part was added on by you. Now I understood it when he told me now the real truth about this chick, who is not his ex at all. Now there's also another one. Okay, sharp, I'm mad. There's two. I'm what? I'm number 3. Me. You're gonna make me number 3? Yes, so let me make you number 10 and show you who I am. So, sharp. Get home. He calls me around 6. Alright, I'm like, bruh, you know what? It is what it is. I'm mad at you. Stop calling. Let me think. Sharp. Hi, throughout the night, I'm thinking, no, man. Don't just walk away, Llala. Don't just walk away. See if maybe you guys can fix things. See if you guys can patch things and fix things. Hi, Sharp. Remember X4? That ex of mine. That ex of mine who was crazy about the one that ghosted me. Ne? Sharp. That one. He's still in my DMs. And he's been talking about, when are you gonna come and see me? That kind of crap, you know what I mean? Sharp. All of a sudden I'm like, actually, you might be useful in my life right now. You might, and the perfect part was that he's my ex. Now it made me feel like I'm doing X3 the way he did me with that girl who's supposedly his ex. You know what I mean? And now I'm like, okay, now I also have an ex of mine who sort of kind of wants me back or something like that. Now I'm gonna do exactly. I'm gonna tit for tat, so you know what butter for fat is. So you know exactly how it feels. When I ramak, okay? The next week, him lawyer Pela. Him lawyer. I'm out here in these streets getting with X4. And then X3, X3 finds out about it. Hi, oh my guys, drama. He was on some, how can you do this to me? I'm like, but get drilling though. I did the very same thing when I was drilling. How is it different? He's like, oh, it's like 50-50. I'm like, oh, of course, what do you want it to be? What do you want it to be? And he was like, no, but you can't do this to me. Please just stop it. Let's go talk about it. And he means his place. Like, can guys stop trying to wife us without actual rings? Like, put a ring on it. Now go home with you. It was a whole argument. And that time we were in town. Like in town, if it's a complex, you go check us. I think by Brickard Street or something. That way, there in the parking lot we're there, and this argument happened there. And he's awesome. No one to like you hurting me. I'm hurting you. How did you think I felt when I found out about your rubbish just last weekend? Nah, bruh. Out here on some, I'm hurting you. No, like men need to stop with that. You guys need to realize, well, when you do it, not just because I don't do it doesn't mean I can't. I just choose not to because I respect you and what we have. But when I do though, when I do,